Magazine number 24, transcription number 511. Dictation will start in 3 seconds. Start. Mr. Deputy Chairman, Sir, our beloved President, in his address to members of Parliament on 17th February, has given a very comprehensive and realistic picture of India and India's relations with the outside world. It is a matter of gratification indeed that we have started coming out of the economic stagnation which bedeviled the nation for the last couple of years. More than 70% of the people are engaged in agriculture. Nearly 50% of our income comes from agriculture. That being so, it is but natural that we have to concentrate on agriculture and make conscious efforts to increase our output. Our agriculture production has more than doubled in the last 2 decades from a total production of 50 million tons when we achieved independence. Food grains production has gone up to 1000 million tons in spite of many scientific and technological developments. Agriculture still has to depend to a large extent on the monsoons. No scientific method has yet been evolved to control rains, but efforts at rain making should continue. Even so, India had faced a cycle of adverse monsoons over the last few years. As a result, production in 2002-3 went down to 900 million tons. There was unprecedented and widespread drought conditions throughout a major part of India. In the face of these adverse conditions, we have braved the difficulties with courage and fortitude. During 2003-4, the total rice production stood at around 300 million tons. This is not an insignificant achievement. Other cash crops like jute, cotton, and sugarcane had also shown significant improvement. India is likely to have a total jute crop of 150 lakh tons. Cotton production will touch an all time record of nearly 200 lakh bales. Sugar output is put at 300 lakh tons, out of which 100 lakh tons is exported. These are significant pointers to a meaningful policy being followed by the government. Thanks to the realization and strengthening of the public distribution system, India has been able to look after the minimum needs of the most vulnerable sections. The public distribution system needs nearly 10 million tons of food grains annually. The government is confident of meeting this obligation without much difficulty. plans for investments in irrigation projects, fertilizer plants, and hydel projects should be pushed on war footing. Many irrigation projects are pending clearance from the center because of river water disputes that are existing between the states. Recently, a silver lining was seen in the sky with the three chief ministers of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala agreeing in principle to constitute the Kaveri River Valley Authority to settle the allocation of water for each state. Unfortunately, it has not borne fruit. I would again urge the ministers for agriculture and irrigation to request the chief ministers again to sit at the table and agree to constitute the Kaveri River Valley Authority so that these disputes can be solved once and for all. There are similar river water disputes in other areas. For example, with regard to sharing of Narmada waters, there is a dispute between Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. I would urge that all these river water disputes should be frozen and river valley authorities should be set up once for all to settle the allocation of water and also to go ahead with the construction of irrigation projects. Coming to industry, sir, we all know that the growth rate of industry was almost zero in 2024 thanks to progressive policies and vigorous implementation of those policies. The growth rate now is 3.5% with efforts to ensure fuller utilization of capacity and assurance to supply scarce industrial raw materials at international price. It is possible that the current year may turn out a better picture for industry. The kingpin of industrial growth lies in coal, steel, and power. Coal production, which was 80 million tons last year, has improved to 90 million tons by now. There is no longer any shortage of steel. Thermal power has gone up by 14% and hydel power in DVC has already been stated by the president has gone up by 34%. There is still power shortage in many states of India, particularly in Tamil Nadu and to some extent in Karnataka, Haryana, and Punjab. So the power projects should be given top priority, and the power project of Kalindi, for which the foundation was laid by our beloved Prime Minister, should be taken up with speed and completed as early as possible. Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, you are aware that we had to spend more for import of oil because of the rise in price of oil. It is encouraging to find that we have struck oil offshore in Bombay High, and it is expected that we will be able to produce 100 million tons of oil from Bombay High.